Hi all, welcome again. So today we are going to discuss about a freelancing opportunity in SAP field, particularly in SAP SD area. So there is a company who is looking to support his client and on various projects. So they have a various projects for 3 months, 6 months, and they are looking for some external vendors who can support it, or freelancing consultants who can support on or work on their projects and fulfill the requirement of the client. So one of these projects I will be talking about, and they are paying a very handsome money. You can see it's 1 lakh per month, and they are looking for a SAP SD freelancing consultant. So this is a freelancing job. Okay, so please don't confuse with the contract position. This is not at all a contractual job. This is a freelancing job, and you can earn on a hourly basis as well. And you just have to complete the projects as per the duration specified by the client. So you will get a chance to interact with the client as well as the company members, so that you can understand the requirements, and then you have to work on as an individual contributor. Okay, so you should be well versed in the field of SAP SD. You should have a good knowledge of SAP SD at least, so along with other modules integration, and you should be able to rectify and try and implement a small project. So it may be a rollout project which is for a specific country, so you will get a chance to explore much once your profile is selected. And I have pretty much put all over the details which I can gather. And they are looking for a project duration. You can see a 6+ months. So it's basically for 6 months, but yeah, for 1 or 2 months is a buffer. If you have a hands-on experience on CS module or any other modules along with GTS, that will definitely going to add an advantage. Okay, the job hours is 8 hours per day. Okay, and the office hours is night shift. So it is a freelancing job. It is an opportunity for someone who is already working and in any company, and after his shift is over, he can do this as a part-time or freelancing activity, and can earn some extra money uh, apart from his jobs, right? So there is no need to leave the job. Those who don't have any job, they can also go and prefer this as a part-time, where they can get an experience as well for 6 months on working on a project as a freelancer. And total, if you calculate the total average weekly hour, that will be around 40 hours. Okay, and the work timings, they will be as I have mentioned, it's a night shift, so it is not basically the entire night shift. I will just tell you the timings, okay, in my next slide. So you have to spend 8 hours. That does not mean that you have to fully be available, but yeah, your the amount of the work they have calculated it for you for 6 months, that comes to be an average of 8 hours per day, and you have to work for Monday to Friday. Okay, so monthly total hours will be 160 hours based on that calculation. But yeah, it depends on the consultants how much exposure they have, and if they can finish their work before the timelines as well. So this is a rollout project for which they are looking a good consultant. So if you are ready to earn some extra money, this is a very good opportunity for you guys. The job description is mentioned in detail here. So they are basically looking for a SD experienced candidate who can handle all the configurations as well as the integration that needs to be done for that project. Okay, on its own. Yeah, but definitely you will get a help from the other team members. There will be a client as well to help you understand the business requirement. There will be a BAPers who will be helping you with the customizations and the technical support. But you should have at least an experience where you have managed such projects, small projects or a small implementation or rollout. You should have a clear understanding how to gather the requirements and how to translate them into a functional specification. That is a key point they are looking for. Okay, you should have a good knowledge about the cross team integration, okay, cross-team module integration, like FI, MM and all, okay. Or at least you should be able to tell them about all the things which are in a scope for the different modules, okay. You should be able to tell clearly about the in a scope and out of a scope things for SAP SD. If you have experience in GTS, it will going to add a very good advantage here, because they are looking for a GTS role consultant as well, because they are going to integrate it finally with the GTS system. They have also integration with the CS system as well. So if you have a knowledge of CS, that will also add an advantage. The overall is that it is a kind of a small implementation where you should be able to configure, customize, and properly design the requirement. You have to test it, unit testing, and then you have to do the regression, and with the help of the business, do the UAT and cover up the entire project within the specified timeline. Okay. So what you need to do, how you are going to apply. So experience is 5+. Anyone who is having 5+ years of experience, they can apply easily. They are looking for 30 years, still 30 years. If somebody is above 25 years as well, or retired person who wants to work for some extra money, they can also go for it. Okay, the working location is pretty much work from home. Okay, project duration is 6 months. There can be a buffering period depending on the requirements or the timelines, but the estimated project duration is 6 months. Okay, you have to drop an email with your proper resume and CV, mentioning all these below points which I have jotted down here. So you should be able to tell clearly about your total experience in SAP field. If you about specifically in SAP SD field, how much you have experience. This is a mandatory thing. If you have CS development experience, then you can add your experience here. If you have a GTS experience, you can add it. So basically, they are paying a very hefty amount if you are having all these three experience together along with other modules integration. But if you just have the SD experience and you are quite well adequate knowledge about SD, then you can also apply for it. Okay, and that is, in that case, you have to provide your expected monthly pay, how much you are expecting as a monthly income if you have only the SAP SD experience. But if you have all the experience, then definitely you are going to get some extra money. And the timing is night shifts. So night shift is basically means after your office hour, you don't have to worry about your office thing. And once you have done with your office timing, you can carry on with this part-time job as a part-time or additional work. 6 p.m. to 3 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 4 p.m. There are two options you can go for. So you have to mention it here, which shift does seems to be feasible to you. Okay. Regular office hours timings also you have to mention it, so that they can be aware about your office schedule, and 1 hour or 1.5 hour can be managed. Okay, so if you have a really good profile and meeting all those things, all the job descriptions which I have shown over here, then you can definitely apply for this. This is an extra opportunity to earn some extra money. Okay, so whom to send it. So this is the contact details which I have mentioned, and you have to provide, if you want to provide your cover letter. Okay, but please mention the please attach your resume and the CV in detail. It should be very much detailed about all the projects you have handled so far. And the key factor will be the implementation. If you have a good implementation experience, that will add an advantage. But if you have if you don't have the implementation experience, but you can do it, you can just present yourself in your resume and you can send it to this email address. Okay, so this is the point of contact where you are going to send your CV, but please mention all these points which I have highlighted over here in your email before sending your CV to this contact. So this is all about this opportunity. As I said, this is a freelancing job, it is not at all going to impact your employment. If you are already employed, don't worry about it, and you can just earn some extra money as a freelancer. And if you are really looking to work on a good project and ready to work for some extra money, definitely they are paying 1 lakh and maybe beyond that as well. If you have a correct profile and correct experience, then please apply for this. Okay, so I hope this will be beneficial to you all and it will help you in your career. And I hope you are all are liking my videos. So thank you for watching once again. Bye-bye.